The temple town of Ayodhya is being decked up with flowers, lights and sculptures to give it a divine look ahead of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit that is all scheduled to take place tomorrow, that is the 30th of December, to inaugurate an international airport and the redeveloped Ayodhya railway station. Here's a report on that.
24 hours to go for the Prime Minister to arrive in Ayodhya, where he will be inaugurating thousands of crores worth of project and dedicating them to the nation. But this, of course, also requires a lot of security arrangement, and you can see how right behind me there have been several police officers that have been deployed, and in fact this is across the city of Ayodhya that this kind of a bandobast is in place, especially keeping in mind that the Yogi Adityanath, the Chief Minister for Uttar Pradesh, is going to be arriving here, taking a stock of the entire situation, carrying out review meetings as well, right before the Prime Minister's arrival in Ayodhya as well. In fact, police officers from across the state have been deployed in the city of Ayodhya. We also see RPF as well that has been deployed along the route in this particular national highway on the entrance of Ayodhya as well. And that essentially helps us understand the kind of security that is in place, because it is not just one rally. There is going to be a huge road show that the Prime Minister is going to be also carrying out. Keeping that in mind, the security is in place. In fact, this is the entire Dharm Path that we also get to see, where in fact the police has been deployed. The police has been kept and making sure that each and every vehicle that is passing by from that particular place and that particular point is also being checked. And that's how the security is in place, just less than 24 hours for the Prime Minister to arrive in Ayodhya. With video journalist Vipin Mori, I'm Priyanka Sharma for Republic. We are looking at how the entire city of Ayodhya is getting decked up before the 22nd of January, and this is not just aesthetics but also with a lot of significance with which the entire decoration and the construction is being carried out. Ayodhya essentially is being also promoted as the Sun City, and that is being reflected in each and every infrastructure that we see. Right here is the Dharm Path that we are looking at, and of course there are the Surya Stambh that has already been installed, which is the glass light which has the inscriptions of Jai Shri Ram as well. But right here, over here, in fact, is a very interesting statue as well that is going to be installed in the entire entry of the Dharm Path, because this is the Surya Bhagwan, the Surya God, in fact, the sun god who is on the 7 horses, and they will of course be painting this entire murti, this entire idol, which will then later on be also installed in the very beginning of the Dharm Path, or the very entry of Ayodhya.
Coming in from Ayodhya, where Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh Yogi Adityanath is all set to review the situation and the arrangements ahead of Prime Minister's visit that is all set to take place tomorrow. Ram Mandir in its final touches given to the inauguration, the construction of the Ram Temple. And right now on your screens is Yogi Adityanath. Live visuals coming in from Ayodhya. This is a live feed that we are getting right now. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath in Ayodhya. I am yet to understand the location, the exact location where he is, but right now we know that he is holding several meetings, back-to-back meetings, and reviewing all the aspects of arrangements that have been done for yesterday's inauguration. Remember, there's an inauguration of the Ayodhya International Airport and the Ayodhya Dham railway station. He's visiting the rally ground. All right, Yogi Adityanath is in the rally ground, and he is inspecting all the venues. And tomorrow we are going to see Prime Minister Modi's arrival in Ayodhya to inaugurate the airport in Ayodhya, and also the Ayodhya Dham railway station. Those are the visuals coming in of the Ram Mandir that is all set to be fully constructed. The final touch is being given, and we see that it is taking shape ahead of the consecration ceremony on the 22nd of January. My colleague Priyanka Sharma joins us on the phone line as she's tracking all development from Ayodhya. Priyanka, we just got the live visuals of Yogi Adityanath. He was at the rally ground. Tell us what are the plans for Yogi Adityanath today? He's been reviewing the arrangements for tomorrow.
Well, absolutely, Rakshita. A big day tomorrow that is all set to take place, and the magnitude of it is reflected in these pictures that we're putting out on our screens for our viewers to understand how the Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath is in Ayodhya today. He is going to be here through the day today and is going to be taking stock of the entire developmental projects that are set to be inaugurated tomorrow by the Prime Minister in that roadshow in the rally. Now, the Chief Minister is, of course, going to be at the Ram Janmabhoomi temple as well and look at the entire construction work. Apart from that, he is going to go to the airport and then, of course, to the railway station. He is expected to also carry out a high-level review meeting with the authorities here in Ayodhya as well, where they will be reviewing the entire security measures that are in place, because to tell our viewers to understand the magnitude of it, how there are hundreds of police officials from across the districts of Uttar Pradesh who have in fact been deployed in Ayodhya to make sure that the security arrangements are in place, because there is going to be a lot of VVIP movement tomorrow, along with the Prime Minister being here carrying out a road show. That in itself requires a lot of security measures in place that are being taken stock of by the Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath. Apart from that, we have seen how there have been several of these projects that have been extremely controversial as well as and also highlighted when it comes to Ayodhya, that being of the airport and also of the railway station, also of the tent city that is going to be inaugurated. So all of these developmental push projects that are being made and are inaugurated so that we can see how the government is pushing for Ayodhya to be made into an international religious tourist destination as well. So those points being kept in mind, we are looking at the magnitude of the entire event that is all set to take place tomorrow, when the Prime Minister is going to be in Ayodhya tomorrow morning. And that is why the Chief Minister is here today. And we had seen how the Chief Minister was expected, in fact, to be here even yesterday and carry out review meetings with the authorities here in Ayodhya, along with the trust members as well that he was all set to meet with. Because remember, in the backdrop of all of these security measures, we are also looking at developments taking place from the trust. There had been a high-level meeting of the trust as well that had taken place at Champat Rai's house, where in fact Gopal Rai along with Ripendra Mishra and other chief priests had also been present, because the main important decision of selecting the idol was supposed to be taken today. The voting is supposed to take place today, and perhaps the Chief Minister is also going to be briefed about these developments when it comes to the trust as well today itself, because he was expected to be here yesterday, and all of these discussions were also expected to take place here yesterday itself. But today, as the Chief Minister is here, he's on the ground, he's making it a point to go to all of these places personally and looking at the entire arrangements that have been made by the authorities here. He is in fact also going to be having a meeting with the SSP for the security arrangements. Then we'll also be meeting with the ADA for the entire projects that have been inaugurated. So a lot of review meetings that we can expect perhaps in an hour or two from now, post the ground level taking stock of the situation that the Chief Minister really completes. Post that, we can expect a lot of high-level review meetings that will take place. And we were also learning from our sources that the Chief Minister perhaps might also spend the night here in Ayodhya itself, because the Prime Minister is going to be arriving early in the morning tomorrow, and post which we will see back-to-back events and road shows and rallies that will take place of the Prime Minister. Expected that the Prime Minister might also visit the Ram Janmabhoomi temple as well. So a lot of movement that we can expect tomorrow of the Prime Minister, which is why the magnitude of the event in itself requires that this kind of arrangements are to the T, and that's why the Chief Minister himself here on the ground or in Ayodhya and making it a point to go to each and every point where the Prime Minister expected to visit as well, and will also be speaking to each and every official to make sure that the security is in place, the arrangements are in place, and also, as you pointed out, that we were getting those pictures of Yogi Adityanath at the rally point, making sure that the public rally also goes without a hitch as well.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you so much, Priyanka, for joining us with those details. We'll keep coming back to you for more as we get more inputs from Ayodhya. But those are the live visuals coming in. Yogi Adityanath reviewing preparations and even speaking to the public there at the rally ground in Ayodhya before Prime Minister's visit.